Hi, I'm Dave from Hardy Scale Models, and this is the first part of my video build of the Airfix 1-72 Nimrod, which I am attempting to use as my first video build. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm looking to build up my numbers, and the further parts of this will be coming on. So without further ado, here we go. So this is the Airfix 1-72 Nimrod kit. Double box, not sure why, but couldn't zoom out far enough because it is quite a big box. So quick look through what's in there. Small correction leaflet for depending on which version of the aircraft you're making. And then we've got the main instruction book, and that is a masking kit that I've bought for the windows, which I'll come back to in a moment. So we've got the main kit magazine, or instruction book, sorry, and the main decal sheet, which is quite large decal sheet with lots of different options, but there are 6 different versions of the aircraft that you can build. And on the sprues, we've got 2 small sprues with most of the sort of ordnance and accessories, wheels, that sort of thing, and then the 2 large sprues which contain the airframe. This is, like I say, a very big aircraft. It was originally, and it was an airliner that the RAF converted to a sort of a maritime reconnaissance aircraft, and yeah, so the kit is obviously quite big. The Airfix instructions themselves are very straightforward. It doesn't look like a particularly difficult kit. There's a separate call out sheet for the 6 different schemes that you can do. That sort of hemp colour, which is the colour I'll be doing, was used mainly in the 90s, 80s and 90s. The all grey colour was towards the end of the aircraft's life in the early 2000s when it was retired, 2010. And the white and grey that you can see there, that was mainly from the early days. So it will be one of the hemp colours that I'm doing, because that'll be the closest I can get to the aircraft that I flew in 1993 up at RAF Kinloss. So the instruction book, like I say, it seems very, very straightforward. It's quite a lot of pages, but almost half of the book is just different options that you can paint and different ordnance, that sort of thing. I love the fact that this aircraft had sidewinder missiles. I just love the fact that RAF thought that it needed them at some point. A couple of rusty staples in their book there. I'm not entirely sure where the box was for the staples to go rusty, but there you go. So like I say, the back of the book almost entirely is for different options. Like I say, there's 6 different options you can build. I haven't made a definite decision yet, but it will be the hemp, one of the hemp ones I'm doing. And on the instruction sheets as well, you can see there are a lot of small decals that will be added. These are the decal standard, sort of common decals for each scheme. So you can see there's going to be a lot of work there for the different decals being added on. That'll be, well, it looks like a few days work, to be honest. So that is the instruction book. Back to the decal sheet, it does look quite big, but like I say, there are 6 options to build, and most of the ones down the left and the centre are the different squadron options, and then you've got the common ones around the right hand side and the bottom. And then we have the call out sheet again, which is showing the different options, and like I say, it will probably be this one, to be honest. The hemp option from 2003 is closest to the sort of era that I'm looking at, so that'll probably be the one that I go with. And this is the paint that I'm going to use for the fuselage, which is Humbrol acrylic number 168, which is hemp, and that is the colour that is specifically called out for this kit. I was going to try and mix and match, but I'll just go with that. Now this is the masking kit that I've bought in addition to the model kit itself. This is for obviously for the windows and the fuselage windows and etc. These are little masking kits by a company called Edward, and I think they are from the Czech Republic, but I might be wrong. I think it is the Czech Republic. And basically they come with a little instruction kit, tells you where the masking shape goes, which window it covers, and it just means that your windows are nice and neat, and it keeps everything nice and tidy. Now on the sprues themselves, I've had a good look through here, and they do look quite detailed. They're there's parts of it that are and parts of it that aren't. The cockpit, for example, there's hardly any detail at all on the seats or the instrument panels, that sort of thing. But the main sprues with the small parts do look quite detailed. There doesn't appear to be very much flash on there, which is good because you know to spend time getting all that off. And then if we look at the actual aircraft itself, the fuselage parts, the panel lines are nice and recessed and as opposed to raised, and they're not too deep. They don't look, to me, they don't look too big. Panel lines can't be too deep, and they just look wrong. They look more like levees than panel lines. So yeah, there's a bit of work to be done on some of those parts. You can see there's a few injector pin marks there, but they can be dealt with quite quickly. But yeah, the actual detail on the outside skin of the fuselage looks very, very good. This is the underside of the wing, and again, detail's not too bad. It's not over the top. It's not too deep, but it looks quite good. But like I say, this gives you an idea of how big this kit is. I can't get it all in shot on my phone, which is what I use for recording, and it is going to take quite a bit of space when it's done. And some of the other parts, the top of the wings here, and some of the control surfaces, again, the detail looks quite good. Doesn't appear to be a large amount of flash, so hopefully the fit will be good and there won't be too much filling and filing to do. And then the clear parts, the canopy itself looks quite straightforward. It's large blocked out, but again, that masking kit I showed you earlier, that'll have all the little windows in there that you cover up, so it'll keep everything nice and neat. And then you've got the side windows as well. And there's that kit again, just from Edward, which you can buy online. And of course, I couldn't resist putting it all together just with a dry fit and some tape just to see how big the kit would be. And it is a big old kit. I actually forgot to video the first part, where I put the first parts together of the cockpit. So these are the first parts done and primed, and that is the undercarriage that is going to be going underneath the cockpit. So that's all for part one. Part two will be with you soon. Like I say, please subscribe, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye now.